It's over where you at?
Good afternoon, and thank you for riding the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens Railroad. My name is Chris. I'll be your guide and engineer on this special behind-the-scenes tour of our zoo. Next up, main camp station. All aboard. The Jacksonville Zoo was originally founded in 1914 and moved to its present location in 1924. Sits on 120 acres, over 90 of which have been developed along the scenic Trout River. The train you are riding on is the General. The General is a replica of a very famous steam engine used by the Western Atlantic Railroad during the Civil War era. To the right of the train are the Asian Bamboo Gardens. You can enter the gardens through the Moon Gate. Here we have a lotus and koi pond, which is separated by a weeping tree bridge. The building with the silver roof overlooking our two ponds is our Orchid Pavilion. At the back of the zoo, we have a Komodo dragon exhibit. They're the largest lizard in the world, reaching 10 feet in length. They're found in a few remote islands and Indonesia. Off in the distance to the right of the train, you can see our Lowland tiger exhibit. It features both Sumatran and Malayan tigers, as well as babirussas, woolly pigs, and Asian otters. To the left is our play park. Here too you can walk the maze, play on a playground, or visit our petting zoo where we have our West African pygmy goats. Just outside the play park is our wildlife carousel and our 4D theater featuring Legos. Built to the right is our animal hospital. Here's where animals are taken when they are sick or injured. This is also where new animals are kept and checked for diseases before being introduced to the rest of our animal collection. It's all included to the left is the back of our Tuxedo Coast exhibit. It features the Magellanic penguins. You can reach this exhibit from inside the play park. The building to the right is our animal diet kitchen. Here our nutrition staff prepares over 300 diets for all the animals in our zoo's collection. Over on the left is beyond the tall green walls our great apes. Look to the immediate left we have our 7 western lowland gorillas that include our 3 males, Lash, Rumpelstiltskin, and George, and our 4 females, Blair, Medini, Kambuka, and Patty. Our gorillas share the exhibit with a group of colobus monkeys. Other animals found in the great apes look include siamangs, lemurs, mandrills, and bonobos. Our zoo is currently one of 7 zoos in the whole country to house bonobos. The group of green-coated buildings coming up on the right-hand side make up the Pensacola Foundation Education Campus. And it hosts a variety of classes, outreaches, after-dark programs, and flowery sleepovers. To the left is our Wild Florida Loop. To the immediate left we have our Manatee Critical Care Center. Other animals found in the Wild Florida Loop include North American black bear, Florida panther, bobcat, and the American alligator. And the first exhibit to the left is the sandhill crane and mayhem. The sandhill crane is the most abundant of all the crane species found throughout the world. It shares the exhibit with 2 Chilean poodoos, which are actually native to South America. The poodoo is the smallest member of the deer family. And the next exhibit to the left is the 2 young male coyotes and adult coyotes standing 2 feet tall and weigh 50 pounds. The scientific name for coyote literally means barking dog. Around the corner to the left we have a bald eagle exhibit. We currently have 2, a female named Athena and a young male named Titus. They were both injured and one can no longer fly, so the Jacksonville Zoo is taking care of them. We have them here through a special permit issued by the federal government. Also to the left are the clumps of bamboo. You can see our whooping cranes George and Martha. They were hatched in 2006 as part of a whooping crane recovery program. Back to the right is our Birds of the River Valley aviary. This aviary can be reached from the front part of the zoo. The tall and close to the left is our bobcat exhibit. Bobcats get their name from their short bobtails. We currently have 2 females. Their names are Tess and Polani. Around the vinyl curtain to the left are emerald leopards. They're considered the most endangered of all the big cats. We currently have 2, a male named Nikolai and a female named Makari. As we enter the main camp station, please remain seated, keeping your head, arms, hands, legs, and feet inside the train until we come to a safe and complete stop. Visit the front part of the zoo, go to our online exhibit, Stingray Bay, African Loop, Florida Loop, and the main entrance with our Mombasa gift shop. You may now safely exit to the right rear side of the train where our dock master is standing. Thank you for riding and enjoy.
Please do not drop or throw anything in the train or attempt to feed them. Jacksonville Zoo is a non-smoking tobacco-free area, so for the comfort of all our guests and the animals, please refrain from using tobacco products of any kind during your visit. With all these things in mind, all aboard. Our next stop is at Giraffe Station in the back of our zoo. Jacksonville Zoo is home to more than 2,000 animals representing over 280 different species. First on the left, we have our two warthogs, Chico and Acacia. In the wild, they can weigh up to 240 pounds and are over tusk, which lengths of 9 inches long. The tall gray and white birds coming up on the left are our water cranes. They're the tallest as well as the rare species of crane found in Africa. They reach heights of up to 6 feet with an average wingspan of 8 feet long. This long enclosures are cheetah runs, home to our two male cheetahs, Steve and Rojo. In the wild, they can weigh up to 130 pounds and reach lengths of over 7 feet long. They're the fastest of all the land animals, reaching burst speed of up to 70 miles an hour with an average speed of 40 miles an hour. Unlike other cats, their claws gel retract, which gives them great traction and turning capabilities. And they also cannot roar, so instead they use a series of bird-like chirps, clicks, purrs, and moans to communicate. Around this first corner to the left are our Cory busters. They're the heaviest of all the flying birds, weighing over 40 pounds. Despite their ability to fly, they are mostly ground dwellers, and the name Buster literally means bird that walks. We're now coming up on our African belt, where you can find many animals that are native to the African plains. We have our southern white rhinos, who've been on exhibit at the Jacksonville Zoo since the 1960s. We have a male named Archie, who's fathered more than a dozen offspring. Currently shares space with Gabrielle and Condi, our two female rhinos. The rhinos' horn is made up of tiny strands of keratin, which is also found in human hair and fingernails, and if the horn is damaged or broken, it can regrow. The tall brown creatures with the thin white stripes on the back are greater kudu. They are the second tallest of all the African antelopes, reaching heights of up to 5 feet in the shoulder. Males have long spiraling horns that can reach lengths of over 4 feet, and we have one male and 2 females. We also have our North African ostrich named Jack. An adult ostrich can weigh anywhere between 200 and 300 pounds, stands 6 to 9 feet tall. The ostrich obviously cannot fly, but it can run at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. They have 2 toes on each foot and can go further with a single kick, but we can tell the Jack's male by his black and white feathers, while females are brown and gray or brown and tan feathers. The small dark brown creature with a white face is our Montauk. It is a African antelope. The building coming up on the left is our Rhino barn. The barn you see on the store throughout the zoo, where we'll keep our animals overnight or during severe weather condition. Just after the Rhino barn is our copy exhibit. They are easily the rarest species we have on display. They are highly endangered and only found in the tropical rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Despite their stripe markings similar to the zebra, they are more closely related to the giraffe and sometimes called the forest giraffe. Just after our copy, we have our Grevy zebra, which are the largest species of zebra found. They are highly endangered from hunting, habitat loss, and competition with livestock. You can view both the zebra and the okapi better from our African boardwalk. The next area coming up on the left is our elephant plaza, where you can find birds, bats, some of Africa's most dangerous snakes. We have 3 African bush elephants. We have 2 females named Tani and Sheena, and a male named Ali. Ali stands a little bit taller than the rest, so 10 feet tall at the shoulder, weighing just below 12,000 pounds. An elephant trunk has several uses, such as touching, smelling, bringing food in the mouth. It's made up of 150,000 different muscles and is strong enough to pick up a 1-ton log, yet sensitive enough to pick up a single grain of rice. left is our elephant giraffe barn. Just outside the barn is our elephant restraint device that's to isolate and keep the veterinarians full checkups on the elephants from the safety of a secure environment. Just after the barn is our giraffe exhibit. Currently sits on 2.5 acres. It's home to our 7 reticulated giraffes. The name reticulated means marked like a net, refers to a pattern covering their entire body. Our oldest as well as our tallest males named Duke. We have a young male named Newton. We have 5 females, Faraja, Naomi, Swap, Luna, and Fiji. And we've had a total of 39 giraffes born here at the Jacksonville Zoo, 16 of which have been fathered by Duke. You can tell Duke apart from the others by his darker coloration. And across the field, we have our giraffe overlook, where you can get a closer look at these tall little land animals and feed them for a small fee of $2. We're now coming up on our award-winning exhibit, Range of the Jaguar, where we have room for over 10 jaguars. We currently have our 3 females, Akazazi and Zensen, our 2 males, Tuco and Saban. The building coming up will pipe in the back is our Lost Temple exhibit, where you can find small mammals representing South American fruit bats. The long building just after is our night quarters for each of our animals in the Riverside exhibit. There you can find the giant anteater, howler monkey, squirrel monkey, fairy tapir, and the capybara. Capybara is the world's largest rodent, can weigh up to 140 pounds, and inside we also have our Emerald Forest Aviary, which is home to our giant otters. If you're ever hungry, you can stop by our Palm Plaza Cafe or our Village Sweet Shop for something to eat.
This for a full
We're now coming up on our Australian adventure, where you can find bird and marsupial species that are native
for
only
a
in
full
continental Australia.
Yeah.
To the left is our marsupial, where we house our tomorrow wallabies. The tomorrow wallabies stand 2 feet tall, weigh up to 20 pounds. Baby wallaby is called a Joey. Joe will spend the first 5 to 6 months of his life inside of the mother's pouch. We also have a pair of emus, some of the largest birds found in Australia, and across from our marsupial, we have our cassowary exhibit, Lorky Aviary, where you can feed small colorful birds a cup of nectar for just $1. The building on the left is our sacred frogs exhibit. There you can find out why the frogs disappear from our planet, why you should care, and what do you do to help prevent that from happening. And out to the right, you can view our pier, which gives you a scenic look at the Trout River. As we enter our Trout River station, please keep your head, arms, legs, and feet inside the train and remain seated until the trains come to a safe and complete stop. This is the back bar of our zoo, close to our Land of the Tiger, Range Jaguar, Australian Adventure, 40 Theater, Wildlife Carousel, Play Park, both of our restaurants, and 2 of our gift shops. You may now safely exit to the right rear of the train. Thank you for riding and enjoy the rest of your visit.
Yes, sir. That's so old. I was like, wow.